was quick. I didn't expect the songs to just shift over so fast, but hello and welcome everyone to, well, damn it, the game crashing. Welcome to the game crashing. But welcome to the final Majora's Mask stream. It has been a lot of streams, not too many, but definitely about as many as I kind of expected from a Zelda game. I think, definitely less than Ocarina of Time, but yeah. So between Wednesday and now, I only did a little bit of grinding. I got 2 more hearts and 1 more bottle, which is maybe it's gonna be enough. Okay, maybe it'll be enough for the fight and the entirety of the moon. I don't know. We shall see. Hopefully it is. And I also need to turn the music sound back on. There we go. Hopefully it is what exactly we need. Also, let me turn it back up again. I turned it down whenever I was getting those. So the heart pieces I got, there was like just 3 easy ones around. Like there was the one back on the way to the southern swamp that I saw but never got, and a few others that I saw and knew the location of but never got because I couldn't figure out how or whatever. And then there was the 4 that you get during the like quest line with those there. So there's a small quest line where each one of these pieces here will give you a piece of heart. So each one of these flowers, there's one in each main area. Clock down here, the southern swamp, the mountains, Zora Cape, and then Ikana Canyon. If you follow each one of those, then you'll get 5 heart pieces actually, but I had already gotten the one up there, so it was no big deal. I can also just do this. Okay. So, now that I have all the hearts I need, I have 3 empty bottles now. The empty bottle that I went for was probably the easiest one that I hadn't gotten yet, which was just do a few beaver races. In the Zora Cape, there's 2 beavers, and if you beat both of them in 2 different races, then they give you an empty bottle, which is very nice. There is 3 other empty bottles I could get. One from Romani Ranch, one from the graveyard, and one that I don't remember where it was. But I think this is all I will need. I'm a little skeptical on my hearts. I may need more hearts. But we're gonna go with what I got, and we're gonna try. If the hearts I have aren't good enough, then we can always get more. Not a big deal. It's just I've already gone through all of the easy to get pieces of heart, so which there's a lot of pretty much every other piece of heart is like medium to hard difficulty to get. So, or requires grinding. I read also like in the whole list of them, there's also just 4 pieces of heart that are inside the moon. So maybe we can get all of those. Maybe. That's not a bad idea. Maybe we'll see. Just to have 1 more heart container. Um, yeah, I believe we are all good to go. So I don't know how long the stream will be. It could be very short, could be the entire stream. First things first. Which do I want to do first? I'll definitely need some arrows. So I was planning on just buying some, because I have plenty of money. Bombs I don't know if I'll need. And then we'll go get 3 fairies. Down by Milk Road. And I have pretty much all the mass I need. Pretty much. Like, I'm pretty sure I have... minus the stone mask. And I don't even remember how I got the Mask of Sense. I legitimately do not remember. I think that was like the first stream, and I don't remember how I got it. I think I just talked to someone, and they're like, "Here, have this," and I was like, "Oh, okay." I mean, the Garo's mask and the Gibdo mask are kind of necessary. Yeah, they're definitely necessary. Well, no, actually, the Gibdo mask isn't really, but it's super helpful. And the Garo's mask, I think you do need that one. Captain's hat, you do need that one because you need to use it to get the Song of Storms, which you then need to get through Ikana Canyon. Giant's mask, while it's not needed, it is plain and in sight and super, super helpful for the Ikana Canyon boss, so that's really good too. That's also pretty much a gimme. Same with the Great Fairy's mask, and if you know where to look, the Stone mask is a gimme too. And then obviously these 3. So this is probably pretty close to the minimum amount of masks you can have in the game while beating it. Nearly every other mask, as far as I'm aware, is tied to a side quest that some of them are easy to get. Like the bomb mask, I probably could have gotten pretty easily, and it would be pretty nice since it literally just turns you into a bomb that when you use it, you don't take damage, which is very nice. That was probably one I probably could have gotten, but I don't think I'll really be needing it. I don't think. And pretty much every other mask, as far as I remember, doesn't have a whole lot of huge value. Obviously, there's the Fierce Deity mask, but we don't get that till we go into the moon. And then, as far as I remember, not really any other mask is like super useful, quote unquote. That's pretty much it. I mean, every other mask, from what I remember, more or less has like one use, which is like, oh, it gains access to X area, or something similar like that. Like the stone mask is very good because it literally just makes it so you don't ever get aggroed by enemies. Mask of Sense, I don't really know what this does. Giant's Mask, you can only use it in one place, but that one place is very useful. I think if I try using... Oh, I didn't mean to... I think if I try using it here... Yeah, I can't even. I'm pretty sure you can only use the Giant's Mask in the boss fight with the Twin Serpents. I believe that is the only place you can use it. But, yeah. It's also kind of interesting to think just, like... how many items there are in this game. So obviously the mask window replaced the inventory window from Ocarina of Time, and kind of the inventory window was like squished into the quest status window here, which showed all your songs, the bosses you've defeated, / medals you've received in Ocarina of Time, and then also the side quest catalog. I do only have the normal quiver, which only holds 30. I think you can hold more. And the bomb bag, which you can definitely get. I know there's going to be a greater one. But I have the gilded sword, which is more or less the best sword in the game. More or less. And the mirror shield, which is just the exact same as the Hylian shield, but obviously it reflects light. Excuse me. Have all the songs, have all the masks, the remains of each boss. Fuck you, Georg. Twin molds, fine. Adolwa's boss fight was actually kind of neat. I was just confused at the beginning on how exactly it was going to go down. It's terrifying, but it is kind of neat. And then Goat's boss fight is super easy and meant to be that way, because as far as I can tell, defeating Goat is like required multiple times. Like, by that I mean lots of things are only available after you defeat Goat. So you pretty much need to defeat him to do like some of the side quests and find a lot of stuff, because it gets rid of the, you know, all the snow and ice on the mountain. As for the other three, there may be like one thing, like after you defeat Adolwa, then you get to follow the butler through the whole big thing, which I did after I, you know, defeated him. And Georg and Twin Mold, Twin Mold basically turns Iconic Canyon into nice again, and Georg, meh. I don't know. Georg was kind of the shittiest of all the ones to fight. Georg killed me. I think he was the only boss out of everyone here that I had to try again. He was the only one that killed me, and even my attempt that I did kill him, he nearly killed me again. His boss fight's just kind of that dumb and stupid. It is a little too precise. Like, the other three, you know, Adolwa is pretty simple, to be honest, once you figure out exactly what's going on. Goat is brain dead. Twin Mold, as long as you have the Giant's Mask, is also brain dead. And then Georg... Fuck you, Georg. You're like the only one where it's just like, what is going on with this fight? And even whenever you do know what's going on, it's still a pain in the ass. It's still really difficult to get back up onto the platform before Georg just eats you. Like, you get maybe 2 seconds, possibly 3, to, after you hit him, to go back onto the platform and get back up there before he can do, like, a stupid amount of damage to you. I guess it's not that bad if you have a lot of hearts to compensate for that, but by the time you get around to Georg, you probably don't. Anyways. You probably haven't been collecting every single heart container you can. Namely because you probably can't. So I don't really know where else is the best place to get arrows besides just, you know, here. So I don't actually know what I'm looking for. I need arrows. 40 arrows is too much. 30 for 30. Yep. Was that 30 for 30, but... Sorry, 30 for 30, 50 for 40. Oh, wait. No, I read that wrong. I thought it was like 50 rupees for 40 arrows, but it's 50 arrows for 40 rupees. I'm smart. Sometimes. Okay, so just need to get pretty much just, like, I'm trying to think if there's anything else really I need to get. as far as I know, I don't think I'll need bombs, and even if I do, I could probably just quickly go around Termina and find some. Or look in the bushes next to Milk Road. They probably have bombs, right? They probably have a bomb or two. I highly doubt I'm gonna need Deku Sticks, Deku Nuts, or Magic Beans. And then Pictograph, haha, funny. I definitely don't think I'm gonna need a Powder Keg. So arrows is the one that I will probably need, and then maybe a bomb or two. And then obviously 3 fairies. So, let's withdraw some money for the last time. That's deposit. Whoops. Get back deposit after you save a bunch. He actually responds whenever you don't have any money. Try to deposit some money. It's pretty good. Just 30. You can only take out 999 at a time, which is fair, because I think that's the biggest wallet you can get. That's the max for it anyways. So it would be a little redundant to let you basically erase your money. Hey. Need some arrows. I could buy fairies, which I'm sad to say that I actually did a while back, but that's because that was before I knew that I could just easily grind them at Milk Road. Alright. Let's get each of these bad boys. Let me just go right over to here, and then back out. We're gonna be hearing that 2 more times. Or 1 more time, I guess. I don't think I'll need any of the other masks for now. These probably don't have any bombs in them. Probably just rupees. If I can hit them. Yeah, just have rupees in them. That's okay. Okay, well, now we play the Song of Double Time a bunch, so that we can just skip right to the end. Because I mean, I could try getting some more pieces of heart, but we'd be here for a while, and I'd rather not take too long. So instead of trying... Excuse me. Actually, let's check real quick. And look at these pieces of heart. I think I can get all of them, because they're all in different sections, which I believe I will, be able to get. And the moon is gonna take a little bit anyways. Yep. And then the final boss may take a bit. Ba-da-bum-ba-dum. Cause yeah, the final boss has some phases, which I'll probably need to look and see how each one works. But I should be able to get all the heart pieces that are in the moon. I believe they only require you having each of the main 3 masks, which I do. Alright. Alright. Let us play the Song of Double Time a bunch, which is... Actually, let's save. It'd be a good idea to save. Okay. Now let's do it. Whoops. What? There we go. I was working. Ba, ba, ba. And we gotta do this a few times. I don't know, the first time I try it, it just doesn't want to work. Yep. Do this, I believe, 3 more times? Down the second day, and then we gotta go to the night of the second day, down to the 3rd day, and then night of the 3rd day. This is just the fastest way to do it. I could also just go to the Scarecrow and have him speed up time, but this also works. both work. The Scarecrow is pretty much only there so that you can speed up time whenever you're a Deku Scrub. Otherwise, you'd have to be waiting around for quite a while. Whenever you're a Deku Scrub and don't have the Ocarina of Time. Ah, excuse me. Dawn of the final day. There we go, jeez. I also have to put it in twice for it to work. Let's do this. Here we are. The night of the final day. And now, sadly, we have to wait around a little until the carnival starts. This is as far as the Song of Double Time will take us, I believe. We could try it, actually. Maybe it'll take us to the final 6 hours. Or maybe it'll just take us to death. Cannot proceed any further through time. Yep, okay. Yep. So now we just kind of have to wait around. I guess I can also put time back to normal speed. Because I slowed it. Maybe go a little faster. Would that mess up anything? Well, no. No, it wouldn't, because I don't believe time moves in the when you're in the moon, so. Boom, 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 boom. Interesting. First time I've seen that. So we'll have it go a little faster just to speed things up. I don't believe there's anything else I could really go do. You hiding in there. I see you. We all see you. You ain't hiding anything. So yeah, normally, as you probably saw in the first one, I would have to be a Deku Scrub to get up here, because if you're a Deku Scrub, you can't actually reach up here, but I can now. One thing I do want to check real quick is make sure I play the right song, which is it the Oath to Order? I think that's the right one that I need to play. It's not Awakening, or which one is it? Shit. Yeah, it is the Oath to Order. So I don't believe I have to go kill everyone again. As long as I have their remains, then the giants are free. If I did, I have to reset time, and that would be a little annoying, but I don't know if I can actually. I'm gonna not wait there. The game might not like it if I do that. So I'll just wait here. And instead, I don't know. Do I have anything I can talk about? I guess what we could go do is we could go look around the town. Cowards, all of you, not a one of you stayed. My apprentice will be disgusted with all of you. I'll have a fine carnival without you. If you're gonna fall, then fall already. Yeah, where's the moon? There it is. I don't think it's quite in a state of desperation yet. You alright, buddy? With the evacuation, truly speaking, I'd flee from this town in a moment if I could, but since I'm stuck guarding this gate, I can't get any information on what's going on. I must get a hold of myself. I must guard the gate until the captain's orders come. Yeah, the night of the final day, everyone's kind of fucking freaking out. Which I don't blame them. I would be too. What about you, kid? Oh, they're you. You're not from around here. Why are you dressed like that? What? Huh? I have any problems? Any of you tell us? Know about the bombers? I do. Can't tell anyone. Oh, wait. Yep. Okay. There's a stray fairy. What are you doing? I could probably get it to... Interesting. It's usually over in the other area. Huh. I don't know what that kid's doing. This is the dojo, right? No, this is the mayor's residence. How you doing, Mr. Mayor? Doing alright? I tell you, it's hard to figure which way things will go. See, because Muto said he should call my wife. The carnival's on. It's the first time I've talked to him, I guess. I'm pretty sure I already talked to him, but... You alright, buddy? Captain Vincent. The mayor's orders are absolute, so the gate guards are still standing by. Standing by, cripes! Yeah, it's starting to get really bad now. Yeah, excuse me. People have evacuated. For good reason. I mean, this place is gonna be dust soon, so. Bank guy's still here. Evacuated yet? You're amazing, little guy. Nothing really. That's so. Come back and deposit some stuff. Save a bunch. I mean, I think all the shopkeepers are still here. Here's the dojo. Spreading, which suggests the moon is falling, but you can breathe easier as long as I am in town. Now I shall cut the moon into pieces. If one does not have such skill, he cannot teach the way of the sword to others. Wish to be as powerful as I am, then I shall teach you until nighttime. No thank you. It's so regrettable, truly regrettable. Yeesh. Like, I already know what's going to happen, but I still feel like a little bit of sense of dread. It's kind of crazy. What does the sign say? To guard your assets. Clocktown Bank. There's not many games out there that can really just invoke a sense of dread and helplessness that aren't horror games. And some would argue that this may be a little bit of a horror game, which, I mean, with this thing staring you down 24/7, I don't blame them. This is kind of like Nintendo's horror game, and people love it. And it makes sense. This game is purely unique. I don't believe Nintendo ever tried doing something like this again, and, well, besides the remake, but that's the same game, so it doesn't really count. Either way, here we go. Let's do this. Fuck. Not a good start. What's up? Sis! Tal! Swamp, mountain, ocean, canyon. Hurry, the four over there. Bring them here. Don't speak out of line, stupid fairy. That's it. I won't let things go the way you expect them to. Well, whatever. Even if they were to come now, they wouldn't be able to handle me. Just look above you. If it's something that can be stopped, then just try to stop it. I've already forgotten it. Okay. Here we go. The giants. Yeah. They stopped it. He's dead. It stopped. We did it! It stopped! Sis! Tail. Good, we made it in time. The Giant's call worked on the Skull Kid. Hey, Skull Kid, do you realize what you've been doing to everyone? Wait, sis, don't be so hard on the Skull Kid. Tail, why are you protecting him? Are you mad at him for hitting you so much? He was lonely, the Skull Kid. He was trying to destroy everything around him. This is not the same as a lonely child. We can't allow that. The power of the mask made him do it. It was too much for the Skull Kid to handle. It's because he doesn't know his place. On top of having a weak will and no strength of heart, he's a fool. Certainly he had far too many weaknesses to use my power. Yeah, that's right. Admit your stupidity. Wait, huh? A puppet that can no longer be used is mere garbage. This puppet's role has just ended. It can't be! Then that moon? Oh god, the mouth is open. Link, you know what you gotta do. I shall consume everything! God, it's even creepier with the mouth open. Ah, this isn't good. Let's go back, hurry, the song of time! Oh no, you've got to be kidding me. Don't tell me you're going up there. I won't do it. You go by yourself. I'm staying here with Tal. I'll go. What are you saying, Tal? Is something wrong with you? I don't always want to be running away. If only I had been stronger, this Skull Kid wouldn't have... Like these crotch shots at the Giants. I understand. I'll go. After all this time, Tal, you've gotten really stubborn, just like someone else I know. You know, you guys are really stupid. Let's do it. Whee! Hey, there's no timer. And it's actually really nice in here. Excuse me. Butterflies and kids roaming around. Oh god. I don't know if that's supposed to be happening or not. When I... Oh. Oh. I don't think that's supposed to be happening. Maybe it is? It's like only whenever... Oh. That was weird. Ah, nice weather, isn't it? Mask, you have a lot. You too. Will you be a mask salesman? And I'll play with you, so the mask give me some. Which one do you want? You're the twin molds. Maybe I should do these by order first. Won't play. Oh. Is this? That's the Georg one. Where's the Adola one? Oh, here's the Adola one. Not that. Hurry, put it away. Oh, wait, you don't want that one? Being the child wearing Majora's Mask lead to the final boss battle, but there are a few things you should do before that. So they want me to keep the normal ones, but they want me to get rid of the ones that don't matter. Thanks, you're a nice person, aren't you? Hide and seek, let's play. Alright, I'll hide. I guess that doesn't make sense. So I have enough to do these mini dungeons and get another piece of heart. And also make the stream a little longer than just going right for Majora's Mask. And this is also what you're supposed to do if you want to get Fierce Deity. So... oh boy. I can make it on this one. There we go. There's the piece of heart. Wait for it to go around so I can go and try and get it. And a hut. Wow, that one really lets you go far. Am I able to just go to the door from here? Okay, not quite that far. I'm back at the beginning. I should have known. I still have the piece of heart, don't I? Okay, I do. Ooh. We're good. But I want to try getting on the yellow one again. And, probably a little late. Yeah, that was late. Dang it. Well, this is reminding me of a series of videos on YouTube called Pulp Fiction. Oh, Pop Fiction, sorry. Pulp Fiction? That's a movie. I also did that late again. Damn it. Pulp Fiction is a movie. Sorry, Pop Fiction is what I was thinking of. Of a group of people that would basically just try to solve old video game rumors and mysteries by doing said mysteries. That was a little too close. So, you know, there's tons of like mysteries and secrets out there, quote unquote, saying like, oh, to get, you know, like the super secret character in whatever game, you need to like input these like buttons, or you need to do this crazy combination of stuff. You need to 100%, you need 110% the game, or go through the entire game without dying, or something like that, right? So the series is literally doing those challenges and seeing if it's true, which is really, really stupid but cool, because obviously people have done those things already, and have already come to the same conclusion that they would have already. But part of the fun is you don't know. So, still on this, huh? On Pop Fiction, I like talking about it every now and again. It's such a good series. It's such a good series that I wish got continued properly. The people that Zoldo. I mean, yeah, this is the final stream of it, but yeah. But that is the exact reason why I don't usually like playing long games, is because people will say that. And I feel the same way. I'm like, I'm still on this. Yeah. Yeah, you found him. Yeah, but this is the last Zelda stream. I mean, Zelda games are long. It's just how it is. But I've never really, besides Ocarina of Time, which was on the stream, I've never beaten any Zelda games. And Majora's Mask is going to be the next one. So the streams are that's why I stream, is so I can beat video games. So yeah. Anyways, Pop Fiction, it's on Game Trailers, which surprisingly that channel is still up and all the videos are still on it, even though that company has now been gone forever. The people who made that series, which is really good, go watch it. They have plenty of Zelda videos. The one I'm thinking of specifically is one where they tried to track down the origins of the chanting in the Fire Temple in Ocarina of Time, and it led them down a huge rabbit hole to figuring out, like, not only was that chant just a royalty-free sound, but they also went on a huge streak of finding out tons of other royalty-free sounds in Zelda games. And this that chant right there is also royalty-free. It's just neat. I mean, it's kind of inconsequential. Like, of course, royalty-free stuff is going to be used, but it's still neat. I definitely recommend the entire series. It's got tons of great stuff. And then also recommend the continuation. Whenever Game Trailers went under, the people who were making that series, some of them at least, went off and made another YouTube channel called Easy Allies. And while they haven't really continued the series much afterwards, like maybe like I think like they did 5 or 6 videos in comparison to Pop Fiction's like 30 plus. Those ones are still pretty good too. I really wish they would do more, but I don't think that they've done any more, which sucks, because it's a really good series and like really good concept that no one else has done as far as I can tell. And the editing is really good. All of the voiceover work is really well done, and definitely recommend the series, Pop Fiction. And then it's more like 43. Over 30. I can't remember exactly how much, but Game Sleuth was the title that they put whenever the easy. Downloading them now. Downloading the videos. Okay, they are very good. I definitely recommend them, and they're really interesting. I have lots of little tidbits on plenty of different games. It's kind of like Did You Know Gaming, but more involved. The other thing you said, Game Sleuth, which is by the same people, but after Game Trailers went under. It's on the YouTube channel Easy Allies. That's like the only good content on that channel, by the way. Game Sleuth. I looked at the rest of Easy Allies, and man, is it just junk. It's just your typical schlock of gaming videos on YouTube. That's on the playlist I'm downloading. Yeah, I follow that playlist too. That has both of them, and that playlist has been updated for years. So I'm assuming the people at Easy Allies have just moved on, or either that, or if they just run out of things to talk about in terms of that specific topic. Because it's kind of a specific topic, which I totally understand. So it's probably bound to eventually run out. And also because most of these mysteries are only on older games, and not only are older games are not only are mysteries on older games hard to come by, but older games, there was just a lot less older games than there are modern games, like past N64 era. There's just so many more games, but you can't really hold a mystery on a game because you can just, rip the entire game, look through all of its code and all of its data now. Which I guess you can do that for old games too, but that was, the mysteries of them were back before you could do that or the common person could do that. Now you can take any game from any era and rip it to shreds. So, it's harder than you think. I mean, yeah. I mean, it definitely is. I'm making it sound easier than it actually is. Going through and... There's still secrets out there, for sure. But it's a little different. Okay, so like they would find out, like I think I said this before you were here, Edge. They would find out secrets that was like, oh, you got to beat the game, without dying once, or you got to do 110% of the game, and you unlock like a secret character or a secret stage or something, and like it's like those kinds of things where if you break down a game now, you can tell if that's a thing or not. Like you can see all of the models in a game or all of the textures in a game. Obviously, it's not super simple, and obviously games are full to the brim with models and textures, and having to decode and do everything isn't like a program is going to do all of that for every game out there. It's, specific games will do specific programs will do specific games made in specific engines, obviously, so it's not going to be crazy, but yeah. I think that's just the reason why that like the series has never really continued, and also probably because Easy Allies is not as big of a channel as so that's one reason I think, but another reason I can think of is Easy Allies isn't as big of a channel as Game Trailer was, along with not having nearly as many people at the company or at the behind the channel, whatever. So the big thing is that whenever it was Pop Fiction, they had probably a decent amount of group of people working on these games, and people from all different kinds of backgrounds, people who were, avid gamers, were hardcore gamers, and like they could like do these crazy challenges just fine. But over at Easy Allies, it's probably not the same. And you can kind of feel that too. Some of the mysteries that Game Sleuth covered versus Pop Fiction were slightly different. More ones that they could kind of figure out without having to totally like do something extremely crazy. Like I think there's a Mega Man one where it was like, I think it was like Mega Man 10, like the challenge mode for Mega Man 10, where if you like got to a certain room, because like the endless mode for Mega Man 10, where it was just room after room after room, it was like if you got to like X room, then you would like unlock a secret boss or something like that. But getting to X room, like room 100 without dying once is crazy, and really not easy at all. But anyways, want more masks? Oh. Want more? Oh no, I don't know if I have enough. Oh no. Oh, I don't have enough to get the piece of art. Oh, well, I see. I see. So, I didn't read carefully enough. I thought I'd be able to get all the pieces of heart that are in the moon. I guess not. Because I'm going to need to give all 20 heart masks away to get them. Can I ask a question? Your friends, what kind of people are they? I wonder, do those people think of you as a friend? Yeah. You didn't get Fierce Deity. I did not, because that would take way too long. You came in here and said, are you still on Majora's Mask? Do you want me to continue being on Majora's Mask for, like, months? I do not. I don't want to be stuck on this game for months. It's a good game of what I play. My brother pushed me. He's like, man, you should really like do all the side quests and all that stuff. Time with the final boss. I know I probably will. Obviously, Fierce Deity is like easy mode on the final boss, but I'm sure it's possible to defeat him without having to use Fierce Deity. I also only have 3 fairies. I have half the amount of fairies that you could have a max of. I know I'm very underprepared, but that is the point. Never beaten the final boss legitimately. Oh boy. I could probably do it. We might be here for a while, but I could probably do it. I'm also going to save state. That way I don't have to go through tons of shit. If I die, then I can just load the save state and try again. So, it's not going to be a huge deal. What else was I going to say? I mean, yeah, my brother was pushing me. He was like, man, you should like really do all the side quests. And I'm like, no. That would take way too long. I don't want to be stuck on this game for months on end. Along with, I'm just not a completionist. I can be fine not doing everything in a game. I know not everyone can, but I can. And I'm glad I have that ability, because otherwise I would not nearly have the amount of games I've beaten. And I'm totally fine with just, beating the final boss of a game, and that's it. I'm totally fine with that. I don't need to see every single thing a game has to offer me, every single piece of dialogue, every single, event that can happen, or boss needs, I don't need to fight all the optional bosses. I don't need to get every single item in the game. I just don't need to. My brain is satisfied, gives me the dopamine I need. And in fact, if I'm wasting too much time on a game, I might feel worse about myself. So I'm fine. I don't need to get every single mask in this game. It would take way too long. I don't need to get every single bottle. That would also take a little too long. Probably not that long, because the 3 other bottles aren't that bad to get. But I don't need to do all that. I'm fine. I think it's very rare for me to 100% a game. I need to have a personal connection or just really, really love that game to 100% it. Sorry, not Majora's Mask. I have Majora's Mask. I'm playing the game. But Chibi Robo, the GameCube version, I've 100%ed it because it's also not that hard 100%. But also, I just have a deep connection with that game. It was one of my favorite games growing up as a kid. So, really love it. And it's all, like I said, it's not that hard to 100% anyways. And then the other game that I 100%ed, kind of, I got really close to 100%ing it, was Arkham City. I did all of the side quests in Arkham City, and I completed them, besides Riddler's. I completed the Riddler's one, which you can complete it without having to get all of the Riddler trophies. I think as long as you get it's 100 or 150 or 200. Maybe it's 150. I think that's right. You need 150 Riddler trophies to detain Riddler and finish off his side quest. And then you don't need to get all the rest of the Riddler trophies, which I didn't, because there is so fucking many in each of the Arkham games. Sam & Max or Sonic 3. Actually, I did 100% the Sam & Max games, the remastered ones. I did 100% those because I also really love those games, and I'm gonna probably 100% Sam & Max Season 3 whenever that comes out later this year. Let's go! But those ones also aren't that hard to 100%. The Season 2 was a little harder because you had to do all the mini games and get all the stickers. That was a little harder, but 100% of Season 1 was pretty easy. I feel like there's probably another game out there that I 100%ed, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But those are the ones that I remember 100%ing. But it's very, very few, and I don't really plan on 100%ing many more games, if any at all, just because I don't need to, and I'm totally fine with it. All 120 stars in Mario 64, I mean, good for you! That's a lot of dedication and a lot of time. I, on the other hand, probably would never do that. I'd probably was like almost the minimum amount. Like if you're playing the game normally, the minimum amount I think is like what 60. That's like half of the stars. I probably wouldn't get any more. 70 stars. I'd probably get 70 stars, and then that's all. If I ever truly wanted to try and beat Super Mario 64, which I might, sometime on stream, I might. Who knows? Unless you're good at backwards long jumping. I sure am not. I've never done a BLJ. So, yeah, I think, can't you, like, beat the game with, like, 1 star or something? Or is it, like, 0 stars? I think you could beat the game without collecting any stars. 0, yeah. You can beat Super Mario 64 without collecting a single star. Of course, besides the one that lets you complete the game, but... Well, it's not... Is it a star that you get at the end? Whenever you beat Bowser, is it a star or is it something else? I don't remember. Also, again, I don't know what's going on with the screen. I think that's just the N64 emulation, because you can see kind of like there's a little bit of like a... It's supposed to be kind of a dream state, and I think whenever Tal locks onto anything, it kind of fucks things up a little. Yeah, big star. So technically that one counts, but also technically not. Okay. I sadly don't have enough masks, I don't think, to get the other ones. I think I needed 1 more mask. Because 2 for the a shitty film, yeah. I needed probably 1 more mask. 2 for if each kid needed 2 masks. I don't know if each kid needed 2 masks. It might have just been Adolwa. But maybe not. Maybe they required all 20. But either way, I'm not gonna get it anyway. I get the last piece of heart anyways. And yeah, there was lots of pieces of hearts I did not get. I mean, obviously, I could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more hearts. 8 times 4. I don't even know what that is off the top of my head. I'm horrible at multiplication and division. Horrible at multiplication and division. I blame it on my 3rd grade or 2nd grade teacher. 2nd grade is whenever I learned multiplication, and she did not do it very well. Blame her. But anyways, I think it was 2nd grade I learned multiplication. It was 5th grade. Anyways, I don't care. I don't remember anything from elementary school besides like a few friends, the layout of the school, and a few teachers. That was pretty much it. I do remember getting yelled at one time in 5th grade because we were taking a test, and I finished my test before, like, I think I was either the first or second person to finish my test, so I just had to wait there, but I was so antsy I didn't want to wait, so I started talking. I tried talking to the kid next to me that was still taking his test. Oh, man. I don't know why that... no, I do remember why that sticks in my head, because I remember he looked off to the side behind me, and I was like, what are you looking at? And I looked over as my teacher standing over me, like, with such a disappointed look. Like, I was like, oh, okay, I'll shut up now. That's why it sticks in my head, because my teacher was very disappointed in me at that time, because I was interrupting another kid's test. Which is fair. Which is fair. Will you play with me? Yes. Only weak masks, so you'll play? Yes. Well, shall we go? I'm probably gonna die a lot. I probably should have saved before. Oh, no, alright, save state. Oh boy, let's do this. Without Fierce Deity. I could probably do this. That's all that remains. Majora's Mask. What do you got for me, Tattle? Remember your battles. When something resistant would deflect your weapons, what was its backside usually like? True. Jerk. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Whoa. Whoa. Get down there and fight, coward. Yeah, he's not doing anything. Oh. Mans is just kind of roaming around the place. That was my bad. How did I not take... What? What? Why am I not taking damage? What? What? I didn't take any damage. Okay, I mean, I'm... Didn't hurt horror. I definitely should have taken damage. Okay. Oh, there we go. That was weird. What do I do? Sometimes to shoot a foot. Like it says, note, if you have the Fierce Deity Mask, if you ignore the strategies below, simply Z or L target the boss and spam B to pummel him. There we go. He's moving too fast. I can't get a good arrowhead on him. There we go. Alright. Oh boy, what is this? Whoa. Whoa. Ow. Ha. Ow. It's okay if this has to take a few tries. It's not a big deal. We have time. Oh, wow, I got it. Okay. I have time to have to redo this fight if need be. Oh, do I need to hit the remains too? Oh, I probably do. What are you doing in there? Okay. I see. Oh. Dull while you're last. You're all the way over there. I can't quite get you yet. What are you doing, buddy? Oh boy. Oh. No. I guess a dull can stay. He's not too happy about that. Oh, now he's growing legs. Right. I do kind of remember this. This is gonna get creepy. Majora's Incantation. Oh, alright. Da-da-da-da-da. It's probably the easiest form, as well as the strangest. People think the rest of the forms aren't this fast. Music playing in the background is extremely characteristic. This freaky thing will run around at supersonic speed every once in a while. It will... incarnation. Oh, well. Incantation works too. Simply hold still and use it. Okay. Sorry that I'm also reading a guide, but I've been using this guide ever since, like, the second stream, so why stop now? Okay. Please continue to use the guide. I shall. Woo! I know it's probably not all that interesting to, you know, just watch someone using a guide. Ow! Fuck you, Dola. Look at this man go! He tripped! He doing the stanky leg on jaw. How he do that? Oh, here it comes. Oh, he tricked me. Let's see what's in these jars. Ow. Ah, magic. I mean, kind of nice. Hoping for a fairy, but it's okay. Maybe in this one. Nope. I don't even know what I just picked up. I think it might have been more magic. Which kind of sucks, because I probably will need magic later in the fight. Alright, this is supposedly the easiest one. I'm just being a little bitch. Look at this man go! Great. Oh, it was arrows that I picked up. Oh god. The world. It's even darker in the shadows. Bruh. Ah, shit. That was my bad. This is just kind of fun. Ah, Dola, you suck. Ah. I love it. Alright, phase 2. And now phase 3, which is the hardest form. So that's gonna be fun. Shoot him with light arrows. Oh boy. Alright, this is gonna be where the magic is. Which... He's roiding out. God, he is. Okay, so this is where I probably should have kept the jars, but I wanted to know what was in them. Well, now I know. So pretty much light arrows are gonna be the only thing that'll allow me to get close enough to, fuck. God. Fuck. Ow! God, those things have reach. Shit. Not that bad. Oh. Whoa. Oh, I'm gonna run out of magic. Oh, that's not good. That is very not good. So there was a strategy. Jesus Christ, man! Let me be. Oh. Oh my gosh. I don't think there's a way to get any magic back, by the way. So this is the last Hail Mary. Oh, that's not good. I can maybe get close. Oh god. I can maybe get close here, but it is dangerous to try and get close to this man. As you can see why. Oh, I can't even get close. He kicks me away. I can use some normal arrows, at least. That's good. Alright, second parry down. Okay, well it's good that I can use normal arrows at the least. Bruh. Come here. Okay, we're good. That wasn't that bad. Alright. After you find it, I see a cool cinematic. Oh wait, oh that was it. Wait, was that it? Oh, that was it. That was his last. I thought there was 4 forms. My bad. I read the guide wrong. We did it! Hell yeah! That was not that bad of a boss, actually. I mean, I didn't know what to do, but you really need a fierce deity for that? Dude, Ganon was harder. I guess it did also help that I had the upgraded sword too, the golden sword. That did more damage. I've tried it without it. That was surprisingly easy. I think the hardest part was at the beginning where I just had to try and hit him with an arrow when he wouldn't let me. Well, hardest, but more longest. But yay, the moon's gone and we're saved! Woo! Dawn of a new day. Hell yeah. Oh, he's awake. Joy fights when there's no doubts that I'm gonna win. Well, I mean, yeah. Only needed 2 fairies. I didn't even need a 3rd one, but I'll take it. You guys, you hadn't forgotten about me? You still thought of me as a friend? Aww. Hi. Did you save me? Yeah. I thought they didn't want to be friends with me. But they hadn't forgotten about me. Friends are a nice thing to have. Could you be my friend too? The waddle. Sniff me? You have the same smell as the fairy kid who taught me that song in the woods. Yeah, it's me. I did that. I know. Let's do something. Oh, so the evil has left the mask after all. Well, now I finally have it back. Since I am in the midst of my travels, I must have bid you farewell. Shouldn't you be returning home as well? Whenever there is a meeting, a parting is sure to follow. However, that parting need not last forever. Whether a parting be forever or merely for a short time, that is up to you. With that, please excuse me. Off he goes. But, my, you sure have managed to make quite a number of people happy. The masks you have are filled with happiness. This is truly a good happiness. Fades away. Well, both of us have gotten what we were after, so this is where you and I part ways, isn't it? You know, it was kind of fun. Well, it's almost time for the carnival to begin. So why don't you just leave and go about your business? The rest of us have a carnival to go to. Sure. Link! Thank you. Yay! This credit sequence is going to be kind of devoid of anything because I didn't do any of the side quests. So, but I'm sure they are all great and worth the time. I'm just not one that is going to be doing that exactly. Hey, there we are. Playing the song. Well, what did I think of Majora's Mask? I think it still holds up. I still think it really holds up. 3DS version I've heard has differences, but I haven't heard anything particularly bad about it. Well, besides like two things. One of them being that they somehow polygon textures don't really well, okay, visually the game doesn't really hold up all that well, but I mean, if you can look past that like I can, then the game is still fine. From what I heard, the 3DS version, there was like two things. One, the twin mold boss fight was changed so that it was more involved than you just putting on the giant's mask and stabbing their head or tail. Which some people might like, some people might not like. And the other thing that I think was changed was how Deku Link pops over water? Apparently that was changed, like the mechanics of it were changed. So, people didn't like that, but besides those two things, I think Majora's Mask on 3DS is more or less fine. They also changed how Zora Link swims too. That, and also because it's on the 3DS, there's gyro aim. So that makes some of the games, like some of the mini games, a lot easier. Because God knows that aiming in this game takes patience. Same with Ocarina of Time, but anyways. They were showing me the postman's mask. What the hell is that mask? Why? Don't know what that mask is either. I don't like it though. And yeah, obviously there's lots and lots of side quests that I skipped over. All the great fairies. I didn't save any of them besides the one that was in Clocktown. But I'm sure probably what they would have given me was just like a bigger magic bar, which sure would have been nice, but I didn't need it. And yeah, tons of side quests, tons of stuff to do in this game. Like, Majora's Mask is gonna keep you. Great Fairy Sword as well. Yeah, which I think is better than the gold sword I had, but either way. There's the bomb mask. I probably could have gotten that one pretty easily, but anytime I needed a bomb, most likely there was a bomb in a bush around somewhere. And then the bunny hood, which is another one that I probably should have gotten, and it's one of the most iconic ones from this game. But I also didn't need it either. Yeah, Majora's Mask is still a really good game. And, like, one more useful mask, yeah. The 3DS version is also a really good one to play, too. So it's really just up to personal preference if you want to play the original or if you want to play the 3DS version. If you like the, N64 a little more than the 3DS, maybe, or if you just want the classic feeling, or if you don't want to have to deal with two different screens. Yeah. That's up to you. But both versions are very good, and Majora's Mask, still a really great game. Obviously, one of the biggest downsides to it is the continuous clock, but honestly, with the ability to just slow down time, it's really not a problem. It's a little bit, like, overwhelming, but after, like, the first stream, I got used to it, man. It's not that bad. That's the marriage mask, yeah. There's the Kafka mask? One that looks kind of like, the one that almost looks like Pikachu. I know about that one simply because that side quest is in the Majora's Mask manga, which I have read and have had in my possession for quite a while, since I was pretty young. And yes, if you do not know, there are Zelda mangas. From what I can tell, I think it's every Zelda game after Link's Awakening and before... oh yeah. Man, this scene. God. Actually, that's another Pop Fiction one, right there! That scene is in a Pop Fiction!
Oh, that's another one to go look at and watch. It's such a good series.
Such a good series. And here Link is. Back in the Lost Forest, I guess? I don't really know where he is, but he's somewhere. But yeah. There's Zelda mangas. I have a decent amount of them. Actually, I have the Ocarina of Time one. He's looking for Navi. I mean, yeah, but like, where is he? Oh. And there they are. Link and Skull Kid. Yay! In the land of Big Shrug, yeah. Well, that was fun. The end. And I believe this is one of those games where it just stays on the end screen. There is no actual, like, return to menu or anything. Remember when that was a thing with old games? You just had an end screen, and that was it. That was your cue to turn the console off. But now every end screen is like, you unlocked this, you unlocked that, you unlocked this, you unlocked that. You know, just save your data and you can go through New Game Plus. That kind of thing. But it's just nice. I don't know if there's a proper term for it, but it's just nice. It lets you really... It really lets you sink in that this is the end. This is the end of the game. Like, there's no, like, I guess you can still kind of get that feeling, but it's not the same. Like once you like whenever I finish a game, or like I've done it on stream here, I'll like go through all like New Game Plus, and then just like sit on the main menu for a little bit while I reflect. But this is a little different. It's a little more whole feeling. It's interesting. Knowing that the save that you did before this, that's your last save, and that's how you're gonna get back to this world. So, technically, I could, since I saved, like, I think I saved on, like, the first day, and then I did all the time skip to the third day, and then I could go, I mean, not like I couldn't just go back in time. But anyways, I could go back and get all of the masks, but I'm satisfied knowing that I beat it, and also the Majora's Mask boss fight was fucking easy. Way easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought I would have to do it a few times, but man, that was pretty easy. Again, I knew what to do because I read it on how to do this, but man, it was still kind of easy. Absolutely doable. Absolutely doable. I had like just over half the max amount of hearts and half the amount of fairies that you can have in this game. That was easy as hell. Like that was easy even with that. Fierce Duty Mask? That's a fucking cakewalk. Like you just press B and he's dead. Like what's the point then? I guess. I don't know. I guess the journey is more than the reward in that case, where the journey is going through everything and having fun with all the side quests and getting everything, all the masks, whatever, and then being able to just stomp over Majora's Mask because he's been looming over you the entire time while you're doing all that. That's the appeal, I'm assuming. But man, still a really good game. Oh, right. I think the one more thing I wanted to say on the game was the timer. I can't really think of many other games that have done a timer quite like it. Um, Dead Rising, the Dead Rising series, at least 1, 2, and 3, are the only ones that really come to mind. And even in those ones, you can't go back in time. It's, well, unless you just reset back to the beginning. uh, Actually, that was one thing I realized about Dead Rising was, excuse me, the amount of time that you're given in Dead Rising, at least the first game. I haven't really extensively played the second or third games. I haven't touched the third game, and I touched the second game when I was a kid. Yeah, Dead Rising games have at least 1, 2, and 3 have that continuous timer. Um, like in the first game, you can go back to the beginning of the game, but keep the level that you were at, which is really nice. So I think what it was if you die, you can do like two things. You can um, go back to your last save, or you can start the game over and keep your current level, which I think I accidentally pressed. I wanted to go back to my last save, but I accidentally pressed doing that, and I was like, crap. But then I realized, wait, that's actually really nice. Because now I can just like breeze through. Because whenever you level up, you get like damage up, you get like more inventory space, blah 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 blah. And that's actually really nice and a pretty good way to try and get through the game somewhat quickly. And I really also need to get back to Dead Rising 1. I have not beaten it yet, but I want to, and it's a pretty good game. Speaking of other things to check out, Dead Rising 1, very good. Dead Rising 2, I heard was pretty good, but falls short a little bit of the first game. Third one, also not too bad, and the fourth one, don't even touch. Don't even. It's not worth it. It's not worth your brain cells. Let's build a lightsaber. Yeah, like Dead Rising 1 was a little more grounded. It was still silly, but it was a little more grounded, kind of like Saints Row 2. Dead Rising 2 is like going from Saints Row 2 to Saints Row 3, where there's a little bit of silliness, but it's still mostly grounded to it's silly, and it knows it's silly, and it's going full on steam ahead into that silliness, kind of. And then Dead Rising 3 kind of pulled it back a little bit. Again, at least from what I've seen and heard of the game. Dead Rising 3 kind of pulled it back a little from Dead Rising 2. Grounded, Dead Rising... I mean, I said it was kind of silly, but it was mostly grounded. Like, you can still wear, like, a dress in Dead Rising 1 with a big, like, robot hat on with a Mega Man Buster. And, you know... like, it's silly, but... the story... Okay, maybe I should say that. The story is grounded. the story in Dead Rising 1 is still pretty grounded. Like, there's still people that die, and, like, you kill them pretty brutally, and, like, this entire town, like, shit's going down. Like, but as a player and as Frank West in the first game, you can be still really silly. In the second game, whenever you're what's his face? I don't remember. Whenever you're the protagonist of the second game, him himself, Frank West is a little silly in the first game, but that doesn't really come off all that much, and he mostly, takes stuff kind of, well, Frank West is not the protagonist of the second game, I should say. The second game, every time you kill a boss of the second game, the protagonist always has a one-liner about that boss. It's like, damn, or it like almost sounds like Duke Nukem. I mean, it's hilarious, but it's starting to go a little too far, but not that bad. And also, there's Zombrex in Dead Rising 2, which is a pain in the ass, but either way. Dead Rising 2 is not bad. And then there's Off the Record, which is a non-canon game. And, like, Dead Rising 2 Case Zero, which is a spin-off as well. And then there's Dead Rising 3, and then Dead Rising 4 don't fucking... Anyways, I got way off topic. Like, it's kind of crazy that not many more games have done a time system like Majora's Mask, kind of, and Dead Rising. Maybe you can think of like one more, but with the time, like more that's just kind of like in the back. Also, just noticed that I thought those were trees. No, it's the giants that are behind Link and Skull Kid there. Whoops. Well, yeah, I realize that now. With the timer being like the entire game, it's pretty rare. Like, gamers will gamers have timers. Yes, we're all gonna die. Games will have timers, but usually they're more or less inconsequential, off to the side, or just don't matter that much. In Dead Rising and Majora's Mask, the clock is kind of everything, where you need to mostly keep an eye on it. In Majora's Mask, it's honestly, I think Majora's Mask's timer is little less important than Dead Rising's one. Majora's Mask timer, you can slow down, go back in time easily, and just more or less bend time to your will, yet it's still always looming. In Dead Rising, you can't change time at all. You are a victim to time in Dead Rising, and you have to play perfectly. People, I think it's like achievements or something, where you had to like save everyone or something, and those were brutal for people to try and do because you had to be perfect on your runs, which is not easy. Not easy at all. Being able to do everything, yeah. I definitely think the timer in Dead Rising is more stressful than the timer in Majora's Mask. In Majora's Mask, it's kind of stressful, but it's not that bad. Like, it could be... I can see how maybe I kind of skipped over it being stressful because I didn't do the side quests for like the 10th million time I'm saying that. Where in the side quests, things are a little more time oriented, and if you miss it, then you have to restart time. Which is a little more annoying, but at least you can restart time. In Dead Rising, you have to reset your run if you miss something. Like, that is it. You have to restart the run. You have to go get yourself killed and restart the run, which means you have to do everything over again perfectly. You can't just, in Majora's Mask, you can, like, focus on, like, one event. And, like, I want to do, like, this quest line this time. And then you do the quest line, and then you restart, and you work on another quest line, and you restart, and you do another quest line. In Dead Rising, you have to do each quest line in one run and be perfect about it to get that, 100% run, which is pretty stressful. Is really stressful. So, but it's also really unique in that sense. Like, Dead Rising, Really cool. Speaking of Dead Rising, and we're also talking about really cool YouTube channels to check out. Krobcat. I've talked about him before. I'm sure. I'm no, I know for a fact because I think I talked about him in one of my clips that was on my clip compilation. Um, Krobcat, great YouTuber. He does a lot of stuff that's like he will compare older games in a series to newer ones or remasters or focus on like why like a failure of a game or focus on a certain company stuff like that. He had like a video on No Man's Sky, had a video on Cyberpunk, had a video on Back for Blood, comparing it to Left 4 Dead. Almost all of those videos are great. Like I seriously recommend almost his entire channel. Um, Definitely check him out. Crowbcat. Cropcat. Great stuff. He did one on Dead Rising 1 compared to Dead Rising 4. Mostly, I will say though, he mostly compares like details. It's not like into the fundamentals of stuff. He mostly compares details. But the big thing about his channel is that he does not commentate anything. That's what I love about that channel is that he doesn't use his voice at all. He will always let the videos explain themselves. He will always let the footage explain itself. Or if he'll pick up like interviews or like game media and let them explain instead of him explaining himself, which is so much better, honestly. Like, and it's probably helps a lot because he doesn't have to do any script writing and no recording of his voice too. And honestly, it's really refreshing to see that. It's really refreshing to not have someone explain everything to me when instead they could just let the footage explain itself, which is so nice. And I definitely recommend checking him out because of that. Because of that point, it is so refreshing to have a YouTuber focus on that kind of topic and not use their voice. There are just also there's just like so many videos that I see in my recommended, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I click on it, and it's like, I'm like, I don't not want to listen to this guy for the next 30 minutes, so I don't watch the video. So there are times whenever you should just let the footage speak for itself, and Krobcat does that with all his videos, and I love it. What up, slut butts? Yeah, it's like stuff like that. It's like, or it's like, or it's just an AI voice, and like no one wants to hear that for 30 minutes straight. Gamer Dick 69, yeah. So, anyways, I've gotten way off topic and ranted, but it's what we do here sometimes. Anyways, I'm gonna end stream, but before I do, I will say that Wednesday I'm gonna be starting a game that was suggested to me and gifted to me. So I'm like, sure, I'll play it. It's called Pseudo Regalia. It's on Steam, and I don't know much about it. I kind of want to keep it that way. Go into it somewhat blind. Kendros gifted it to me through Steam. Said it looked like something I might want to do, and he wants to see me play on stream. Why not? Kendros also has been subbed to me for a while, and he's a good friend of mine. So why not? Why not this game that I've never heard of? And was gifted to me for free. So I'll be doing that Wednesday. We'll see if it's good or not. Because I have been gifted games before. I tried them on stream and I did not like them, and that I did not beat them. Sonic Frontiers being one of them. I couldn't get back behind Sonic Frontiers. I don't know. It's a little. I think I've said this before whenever I was playing them, but Sonic Frontiers is a collectathon, and man, my gamer goop goblin of a brain just doesn't jive with collectathons. I don't know why. Like I can see that they're good games. I can see that they're good games, and I recognize that they're good games, and I can be happy that other people really enjoy those collectathon games. I can't get behind collectathons. I've tried. It's just like a genre that I just can't, man. I want to. I can see that Sonic Frontiers is a good game, but when I play it, I feel like I just want to play something else. I would just rather have a 3D Sonic game like the Adventure series, kinda. kind of the Adventure series, not exactly the Adventure series. I want little tweaks. The Adventure series needs tricking heavily. Whenever I say I want an adventure-like series, I'm meaning more the Sonic and Shadow levels, the daytime levels from Sonic Unleashed. Give us a game of those, and not schlock. And not schlock that is Sonic Forces. That's what it was. Not schlock like Sonic Forces. Sonic Colors isn't that bad, but it's got some shortcomings. Give us just give us a good 3D Sonic game. And, I mean, Frontiers is kind of that, but it's Collectathon, and I can't get behind it, so whatever. The new 2D Sonic game, I don't really have an opinion on it. I'm sorry. I've never been a huge 2D Sonic guy. I didn't grow up properly with 2D Sonic. I had Sonic Mega Collection, but boy was I ass at all the games in Sonic Mega Collection. I never got far in any of them. I was horrible, and I could play Sonic Adventure games. That's why I loved them as a kid, and that's why I continue to love them. And I'm still kind of ass at 2D Sonic games, but I did play Sonic Mania on stream a while ago, and that was really good. It was like a year ago now at this point. Anyways, I keep going off tangents. It's been a while since I've been able to just tangent out stuff, and also I just have a lot of energy, I guess, because I beat Majora's Mask, so I can say I beat Majora's Mask now. I've now beaten 2 Zelda games out of like probably the 6 of them that I've tried to beat them. I've started up Wind Waker before. I've started up Twilight Princess. I don't even know how many times. I've started up like Four Swords Adventures that was on GameCube. I tried playing Minish Cap. I know we had the Zelda DS games, both of them, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. I tried playing those ones, never gonna get far. What else? I tried Skyward Sword, never did get far on that one. I think we had A Link to the Past on WiiWare. Maybe I started that up when I was a kid, but I don't quite remember. I know we had Zelda 2, which was funny. I never got far on that one. I think we had the original Zelda. I don't think I got very far on that one either. I think I got maybe like a few screens, and then I got bored. Because I was that kind of kid. If a game didn't like hook me almost instantly, I was like, I'm gonna play something else. Zelda 2, beaten it once. I mean, that's more than I can say. And then we never had Link's Awakening, and there's Link's Awakening DX now. If I wanted to play that, which I might, but I don't know. And I have never touched Breath of the Wild, nor Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know if they're games I would really play. I'll be honest. I have a weird relationship with open world games. Like, some of them I like. Some of them not so much. I think games with crafting systems have gotten out of control. It was neat whenever Minecraft did it, and it was neat whenever the other games started having crafting stuff too. But I am sick of crafting of crafting in games now. I'm sick of it. Every game that doesn't need crafting has crafting now. Like, Animal Crossing has crafting now. Who thought that was a good idea? Why? It's Animal Crossing. It doesn't need it. It's not bad, but for instance, to me, I guess maybe it's a bad example. Bad example then, because arguably the one in Animal Crossing isn't that in depth and isn't that bad in comparison to some others that I've seen. But whenever you fill my inventory with crafting materials that I'm not going to use, that's whenever it annoys me. Stop it. You pour all this work and heart and soul into a crafting system that you know is not going to be used all that much. Yet you do it anyways because every other game is having crafting systems and stuff like that, and it's the cool, hot new thing. Stop it. It's not cool or interesting. At least I don't think so. Maybe other people do. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Not every game needs a crafting system. Yeah, money or loot. Keep it simple, stupid. Don't give me a whole schlock of things that I need to collect. I need to get, like 30 wood, 50 stone, 5 gold, 10 diamonds. That's cool in Minecraft whenever that's like the entire game. But whenever I'm trying to play an action game and you give me a crafting system, I'm not gonna use it because I don't care. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You're wasting your time. You're wasting my time. And the game is a lesser in my eyes because of it. Stop it. Bad example on Animal Crossing. Again, bad example. But action games and other things like that. That's also why I just can't get into like most survival games either. Because they have crafting systems, and I'm like, I only have so much room in my dumb idiot American brain for one crafting system, and that's Minecraft. That was taken years ago, back in 2012 or 2011. One of those years whenever I first played Minecraft. That's whenever the crafting system in Minecraft took hold of my brain, and it does not allow any other crafting systems in it. Not even modern Minecraft. I've tried modern Minecraft, and I cannot wrap my fucking brain around it. It is too much. I've tried Terraria. I've tried other survival games like Ark. I tried. I mean, that's not really that good of a game, anyways. And I just can't get behind them. So I just kind of avoid survival games. I don't like them. Too much going on. Stop it. Stop it. Whether that's a detriment to, whether that's a sign that I'm an idiot or a sign that survival games are a little too rampant, and because each survival game got really popular and each one has crafting systems that games without crafting need for a crafting system have crafting systems now, I don't know. Okay, I need to stop. I guess I just wanted to keep this going. We've been on the screen for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes now. Anyways, I needed to get all that out, I guess. I guess I just needed to get that out to the world, because if I know if I try and say any of that to anyone else, either they're not going to care or they're going to want to argue with me, and I won't be able to say what I want to say because I'm horrible at arguing, and whenever I'm speaking to a crowd that can't say anything back to me, it's exhilarating and nice because I'm horrible at arguing, and whenever anyone has a good point, then I'm just like, I feel like defeated. So it's nice to just get out my own opinions and no one can say anything sometimes. It's nice. Like, more people should do it. Because if I say anything at all to anyone, even on the internet, I'm going to be blasted for it. I don't care what it is. But on my own stream, I can say whatever the hell I want, and no one can say anything back to me. And it's nice having that control. Anyways, I am in a state, apparently. Anyways, thank you for the Majora's Mask streams. They were fun. Thank you for those that joined me via VC in like the first few ones. All these are up on Coin Collection. You're probably watching it yeah, Ohio. True. You're probably watching it on Coin Collection anyways. But we're going to do Pseudo Regalia, whatever that game is, on Steam on Wednesday. More on Friday. I don't know what we're going to do Saturday. I don't know if I want to do another Jackbox this Saturday. We'll see if I do or don't. I don't know how I'm feeling. Maybe, but it's nice to take a break. Like, maybe, like, we'll do Jackbox, like, intermittently. Like Jackbox, then something else, then Jackbox, then something else, then something else. Yeah. Maybe that's how we'll do it. I don't know. Anyways, have a great rest of your day. I am gonna go relax and maybe watch a Crope Cat video or a Pop Fiction video. go check out those channels. They're really good. S- me- don't forget to call your grandma. Just do it. Call your grandma. She probably wants to talk to you. She probably needs someone to talk to. Just do it. Just do it. And I don't know. Live long and prosper, I guess. Have a great rest of your day. Eat food. Drink water. Eat pant. Okay. Bye.